You might have seen many movies about serial killers who are just killing people for no reason and without mercy, like Scream, Hannibal, Halloween, The Strangers, Wolf Creek. Most of them were based on true events, so I have gathered a list of serial killers who are not famous for only killing but also famed for their brutality and psychopathic mindset. So let's check it out. Tsutomu Miyazaki, the human Dracula. He got this name because of his terrible activities. Miyazaki kidnapped little girls and killed them, and also does sexual activities with their corpse. People call him human Dracula because in one occasion he drank victim's blood and ate her hand. But the terrible thing is, he preserved body parts as trophies and sent letters to the families describing the murder. Miyazaki's collection of pornography and horror videotapes was misrepresented by media as being anime and manga related, which triggered a widespread moral panic. In 1989, he was arrested for taking nude pictures of young girls. In 1997, he found guilty for his crime and sentenced to death. Another killer was not sexual predator, but he was smart. Patrick Wayne Kearney. Patrick, also known as the trash bag killer. Patrick had a high IQ. Many times he got succeed to escape from being captured, but once they got him, he confessed to 32 murders. Most of them were homosexual men. After every murder, Patrick wrapped victims' body in trash bags and dumped along California highways. Patrick said, beating the victim to death gave him a sense of power and psychological relief. He was convicted for 21 murders, then court sentenced to life because of his confession. Next killer is like Crazy Angel. Charles Edmund Cullen. Cullen was a nurse. He worked in many hospitals. Sometimes hospitals fired him for suspicious behavior, or sometimes he quit by his own wish. He got many names, but one of them was the Angel of Death because he killed 50 elder patients in New Jersey in late 90s. He did this by poisoning his patient to death with unprescribed medications. In his defense, he stated that he wanted to relieve the patient from being suffering much like an angel would. Experts say he killed more than 300 people. Cullen has been sentenced to imprisonment for life. The next killer is truly psychopath. Alexander Pikashkin. Alexander killed 49 people. Most of them were homeless. He used hammer to attack his target, and then he inserted the vodka bottle into the skull wound. Alex known as the chessboard killer because he said he wanted to complete the number of squares on a chessboard and kill 64 people. Court found him guilty for 49 murders and sentenced him life imprisonment. It is believed he was in competition with another serial killer who killed 53 people. Andrei responsible for sexual assaulting and killing of 53 women and children in Russia. And he got his name, the Butcher of Rostov, because after every murder, he tried to destroy a body by removing limbs and other body parts of victims. He also said that when I used my knife, it brought psychological relief. I know I have to be destroyed. I was a mistake of nature. After being captured in 1992, he was ordered to be killed by firing squad in 1991. Well, another one is mysterious. Jack the Ripper, aka Whitechapel Murder. The killer were never being captured or identified. Jack was the murderer of women. All were the prostitutes of Whitechapel district of London. This case was one of the most famous unsolved mysteries of English crime. In each murder, victim's throat was cut, and the body was usually mutilated in manner indicating that the killer had at least some knowledge of human anatomy. There is no official entry of his name in police records, because once he made a half piece of kidney to the police. The authorities also received a series of taunting notes from a person calling himself Jack the Ripper. Authorities gave many try to capture the murderer, but all were the failure for them. A great public roar arose over the failure to arrest the killer and against the Home Secretary and the London Police Commissioner. Still, they never able to catch Jack the Ripper. While human is unpredictable, we cannot imagine how creative, smart or evil it can be. So drop your comments and tell me what you think about these evil minds. See you in another episode and keep watching Pro Life.